I don't have my same usual beautiful background, but I'm just in a different room in the apartment. So I've been requested a lot to do a reaction video for South Africa, Venezuela, and Puerto Rico. So I'm going to do those three, all separate videos, and this is going to be for Miss South Africa 2018 Tamaryn Green. Now her national costume was pretty underwhelming. It was beautiful, it was pretty, but definitely not as extravagant as some of the Asian countries, Latin countries. It was beautiful, but nothing super memorable. It was like the swan, or it says it's a blue crane inspired. Anyways, it was not a swan, it was blue crane inspired, and it was okay. Now for her preliminary performance, I was incredibly underwhelmed at her swimsuit walk. I thought she's so beautiful, she's tall, she's statuesque, and she really does stand out without trying, but I didn't think her performance was really that memorable, to be honest. I still had her in my top after prelims, but it just was definitely lacking the fire that some of the other girls had. Same thing with her evening gown performance in prelims. I thought it was beautiful, she looked like an angel. It just really bothered me that she held on to the gown like the whole time that she walked down the runway, because I find that annoying. It's a personal preference, I don't like it when girls do that. But she looked gorgeous, and she definitely didn't have to try to look like a top contender for Miss Universe. She looked beautiful, but definitely was lacking something. Now for her final night performance, she's a really good speaker and it's easy to listen to her, and I kind of knew this from the videos that I had seen of her. She is obviously a well-educated woman. She must have done a lot of public speaking, and so she definitely has it all going on in terms of her resume and what she would potentially bring to Miss Universe. That definitely wasn't lacking. The overall disappointment for me was just like the it factor, if you will.
South Africa!
I thought her video was really good. That showed more of the woman that she is and who she would potentially be as Miss Universe. There goes Ted, as usual. In swimsuit, she made it into the top 10, of course. Definitely brought it way more in swimsuit on the final night than she did in the prelims, which was amazing to see. She looked like she could be walking for the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Yeah. Now her gown, it was so cringy to watch because I felt so bad for her. Her gown looked beautiful, she looked gorgeous, but it kept getting caught in her feet and it was hard to see. It was hard to watch, and I don't know if something just went wrong and it was too long or what happened here, but she was definitely trying to shrug it off like no big deal, which good for her. She definitely didn't let it impact her performance a lot. She just kind of kept going, and that was really good. I knew she probably would make it into the top 5, like despite this, once again, because it's not just about how these girls walk in swimsuit and evening gown, it's the whole package that the judges look at, and she has the whole package. I thought her top 5 question answer was okay. The question was, do you think countries should limit the number of refugees allowed across their borders? And she gave a very pageanty answer to say that we should all love each other, we're more alike than we are different. And I thought that was great, but she didn't really answer the question, which it's obviously a challenging question. That's why it's in the top 5 at Miss Universe. She didn't really answer it. So I mean, it was okay. It was definitely a good surface answer, and of course it got her into the top 3. She seemed to be not surprised to make it to the top 3. Her answer was pretty good again. It was kind of lacking some substance, and I think maybe the difference here between her being the first runner-up and Catriona winning is that had Tamaryn, Miss South Africa, brought some kind of story in something to have us imagine really what she's talking about like Catriona did, maybe that would have made a difference.
Throughout my life, I've been exposed to both those who are privileged and underprivileged. And what I've learned is that we are all human. We all want to be loved, we all want to belong, and we all want to be seen. So we should treat each other that way. Thank you.
She said was good, it was fine, but it wasn't like, wow, that was an amazing answer. It was just, it was good. It was okay. Overall, she had a great performance. I had a feeling she would be up there in the top 5, the top 3, and sure enough, she was the first runner-up. Once it came down to it, I mean, I knew that Philippines was gonna win. You just, after the top 3 question and answer, I think it was very obvious who the winner was going to be. Everyone has different opinions. I obviously am partial to Philippines because I just have always been a fan of her. But overall, South Africa, Tamaryn Green, she did a beautiful job at representing South Africa. She definitely had what it took to be the next Miss Universe. It's just that it wasn't meant to be. So I'm excited to see what her journey looks like. I'm excited to follow her and see what is going to come for her and what her future will look like. If you want to see more pageant videos as usual, please subscribe and let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.